Hi everybody, welcome to the September 2014 edition of CCTV Update. Whether we're ready for it or not, summer is beginning to come to a close and we're already starting to talk about fall activities. September brings some exciting changes and good news here at CCTV, as well as the return of high school and college sports. Stay tuned to find out what's going on here at CCTV, and remember that if there's a particular subject you're interested in hearing about, click on the menu bar on your screen to jump ahead. First, let's check in with Kelly Keese, CCTV's Office and Volunteer Coordinator, with information on upcoming volunteer opportunities. Watch for a link to CCTV's September production schedule, and don't forget that you can earn class credit by volunteering on production with us.
September is a great month to volunteer at CCTV. As school starts up again, we'll be covering high school football and volleyball games each week. Check out our production schedule and mark your calendars for Thursday and Friday nights to be on crew for high school sports games. On Monday, September 15th, join us at Salem's Peace Plaza to record the City of Salem's volunteer recognition. This event is a lot of fun and a great chance to celebrate other volunteers in our community. If you're looking for other ongoing volunteer opportunities, come see us in our HD studios sometime. See what happens behind the scenes of a community-produced show, or even learn how to be a director. To volunteer, contact me at 503-588-2288 or send an email to kelly@cctvsalem.org. Have a great month.
CCTV's dedicated volunteers deserve all the praise they can get, and it's especially rewarding when a member of our community makes a special mention of their hard work. Watch this next clip to find out what South Salem softball coach Scott McCormick has to say about our volunteers.
CCTV sports crews put in lots of hard work to televise local high school and college sports, so it's nice when their efforts are recognized. South Salem High School softball coach Scott McCormick, after his team won the 2014 state championship, thanked the CCTV crew for covering his team over the last 4 seasons.
Your crew, and I want to thank them because, you know, they're out there setting up. They're out there as soon as I'm out there, start working on the field. They're out there getting everything ready to go. So I give them a lot of props, and then they're there long after kids have gone and stuff. So, you know, I'm glad they enjoy doing that and seeing us win. And they've kind of been part of the history of this senior group because they were here for the 2-day game, and you know, and the last couple of years we've had some exciting playoff games. So hats off to them too.
Next, let's check in with Arlen, who had the chance last month to sit down with one of CCTV's youngest new community producers, Ryan Gale, in this month's Producer Spotlight.
Hello everyone out there, my name is Arlen Robinson. I'm the community facilitator here at Capital Community Television, and this is the September edition of Producer Spotlight. This month, our producer that we're going to showcase is a young man by the name of Ryan Gale. Ryan produces an awesome show called B-Movie Madness, and I want to introduce you to him now. So Ryan, dude, you're on the show. Well, you've already done your own show. How many episodes?
I am 3 episodes in right now and still going strong.
Very cool. Can you tell the nice people out there in Salem about B-Movie Madness? What's it all about?
Yeah. Well, B-Movie Madness, as the name suggests, is a show where I show B-movies, which are movies, for lack of a better term, aren't very good movies, and are free in the United States public domain, and movies I can legally show. So my general format for the episode is I show a movie and I generally have a quote-unquote guest interview, which spotlights a community member, which is just my friends basically playing some kind of character that relates to the movie somehow. And we mostly focus on comedy, improv, and all the other stuff to add to the B-movie experience.
That's awesome, Ryan. I enjoy it. We've had a lot of fun doing these shows.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you came in and got this going. Is there any word you can spread out to the people out there now? I know you through summer video camps, so I've known you since you was a very young man, but is there any words you can put out there to the people in TV land that are thinking, hey, I want to learn how to do a show?
You know, the best thing I can say is just go and do it. I mean, if you want to do a show, there's all the resources right here at CCTV. They'll help you do it. If you have an idea and you know what you want to do, they'll help you do it. I mean, that's simple as that. Just come in, boom, you got your own TV show. I mean, TV generally for a lot of people seems like a thing that's just kind of out of reach, done really super professionally by like really fancy people with a lot of money and lots of talent. But you know what? If you have like the vision for a show, you can just totally go in and do it. The resources are all there for you to make essentially your own show and spotlight what makes you unique and to allow you to have a better connection to your community.
That's awesome. Ryan, that about does this month's episode. I want to throw a couple quick words out there for anybody in TV land watching. The next studio class will be September 9th. That's the second Tuesday of the month. We always do the classes on the second Tuesday. There's 2 of them at 3:30 and 6:30. They are totally free. If you haven't come in here beforehand, please come in and ask for an orientation first. We'll sign you up for the class. It'll be totally fun. You'll learn how to make a show. I can't guarantee Ryan's going to be there, but if he's around, I'll introduce you guys to him, okay? Thanks for watching. This is the September edition of Producer Spotlight. Have a good one, guys. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Dude, you are the man. Thank you for coming in.
Support local television.
Thanks, man. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Charlie is at it again, this month bringing you a tip on choosing a microphone for your production.
Something seems wrong. Oh, hey, Charlie from Charlie's Corner, and today we're going to talk about microphones, specifically the difference between dynamic and condenser. Now, I have a dynamic microphone right here, the SM58. The way it works, it has a diaphragm in there that when I'm talking, it vibrates this diaphragm, which moves a coil around a magnet. Now, by doing that, it actually creates its own electricity, sends the signal down there that corresponds to the sounds that I'm making to your mixing board so you can record it. And the cool thing about dynamic microphones, they're really tough. They really can handle some high output. You'll see the SM57, for instance, put right on a guitar amp and without being overdriven. So really good rugged microphones, and you don't need any power to operate them. That's different than the condenser microphones. Now the condenser microphones, like this shotgun microphone here, well, they require power. And this one happens to have a battery that's located inside this barrel that supplies it power, but it makes it more sensitive. And the way a condenser microphone works, it has a diaphragm similar to the dynamic that we were talking about, and it moves up and down as I'm talking, but there's an electrically charged plate underneath it, and that diaphragm moving up and down changes that electric field, sends a signal that corresponds to the sound, and that's how that works. So the neat thing about it is that you can make a lot smaller of a microphone because you don't need that magnet that's inside the dynamic one. So like in this lavalier has a battery in the tube there that helps to operate it. Now, some condenser microphones, like this studio microphone right here, well, it requires phantom power that it will receive from the mixing board. You have to actually turn that on or it won't work. That can be a disadvantage sometimes to a condenser microphone, that they need power. They're also they're more fragile typically. Now, I tend to really like the condenser microphones because I feel like they're a little more sensitive and they pick up the highs a little bit better and so forth. But I was thinking, what if I supplied a little bit more electricity to them? I figure a little bit's good, a little more's got to be great, right? So unfortunately, if you saw my last episode, you probably saw that I had a little mishap, and Arlen won't be here to help me on this episode, so I'm going to have to do this myself. So what I've done is I hooked up the power to this big generator I found outside, and I'm going to supply this condenser microphone a little extra horsepower and see if I can't just get some really juicy sounds out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in now. I got to get these wires just right, and then I got to plug it in right. And watch this.
Hey sports fans, it's that time of year again, time for fall sports. And CCTV has an exciting announcement to make, so keep watching to find out what it is.
CCTV begins its 25th season televising Salem-Keizer area high school and college sports in September. A lot has changed since our first high school football telecast in 1990, as we continue to upgrade our equipment to bring cable subscribers an even better viewing experience. But one thing that hasn't changed is the commitment of our staff and many volunteers who give countless hours of their time to produce high-quality sports programming for the community. We're also pleased to bring back midnight playbacks of football games this year. Now local fans can attend a game and watch it again that night. Please check CCTV's website, cctvsalem.org, for the playback schedule.
September also brings the return of classic sports. Stay tuned to learn more about this popular program created by one of CCTV's longtime volunteers, John Piper.
Empty backfield this time for Brett Smith. Bing Robigo in motion. Fake the handoff to him this time. Straight up the middle goes Brett. To the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, West Salem.
CCTV Classic Sports begins its 6th season September 3rd with the 1996 McNary at South Salem football game. The weekly series, shown on Channel 22, showcases the best local high school and college games from CCTV's archives, which date back to 1990. A total of 26 games will be shown this year, says producer John Piper, including football, basketball, volleyball, soccer, softball, and baseball. That brings the total number of programs to 144 since the first episode premiered in November 2009. Catch all the action on CCTV Classic Sports, Wednesdays at 8 p.m., Fridays at 2 p.m., Saturdays at 10 a.m., and Sundays at 5 p.m. on CCTV, Cable Channel 22.
Have you been to CCTV lately? If so, you may have noticed that our center looks a little bit different these days. Here's Kelly to talk about how our partnership with a local nonprofit organization has transformed CCTV's facility and brought culture and life to our hallways.
CCTV is pleased to announce that we are now displaying art made by local artists here in our facility. For the month of August, we feature digital photography pieces from 8 different artists. To learn more about these artists and to see a list of featured artwork, check out this website. We'll be changing the art on display from month to month, so please stop by and see what's new at CCTV each month. Come and see our display for the month of September, starting on Wednesday, September 3rd.
Wendy Brokaw, CCTV's outreach coordinator, is always looking for new ways to involve Salem's nonprofit organizations here at CCTV. She's done it again with a new series called Insight, which she explains in this next short spot, Outreach on the Move.
CCTV Nonprofit Center taped the first episode of a new series, Insight, a conversational format including video where the audience can see as well as hear about the nonprofits we showcase. I co-host it with Mary Louise Vanetta. The pilot program takes us on a tour of Liberty House. Look for this series to begin soon. Salem Art Association's Art Fair and Festival draws crowds for art and music. The Bob White Big Band had a multi-generational audience on its feet all evening, swinging and swaying. Here's a sample for you, Jumpin' with Symphony Sid and Mac the Knife. Watch the entire performance on Channel 22.
And he shows them pearly whites, but just a jackknife as old McGee did, but he keeps it out of sight.
And that wraps up the September 2014 edition of CCTV Update. If you'd like to be notified when our monthly newsletter is posted, visit our website at cctvsalem.org. Thanks for watching.